Okay, I'm gonna keep rolling. Here I am walking toward the ship. I think I'm about, I don't know, 100 yards, 75 yards away. Just getting through the woods here. I'm gonna keep this rolling as I'm approaching. Looks like I'm being invited aboard. I'm just gonna continue to roll this as I get closer here. I can feel the energy as I get closer. I don't know if that's coming over in the camera. I don't really hear any noise, but here it goes. Here I am. I don't know if you're still here with me. Here I am. Here you can see this. I don't know if it's still rolling, but there's a bright light. I'm being drawn in. I can feel this energy drawing me in. It's like I'm being invited here. I clearly watched it. It first stopped, and then it stayed there stationary, and then with the sun just behind it, it descended straight down into the forest line. So I immediately got into my truck and went back to the house, and I grabbed my rifle and my camera, and I set out on foot. At the time, I was shooting a Sony TVR 900, and that I bought used. I had had it for a couple of years. So I set off to where I thought the craft had come down, and I just, used dead reckoning. And I must have hiked for about 2 hours. And I was probably at an elevation at that point of about 8,000 feet. You could hear through the trees less than a quarter of a mile away, I glimpsed a black bear hightailing it at full speed through the trees. So none of these animals were running from me. They were already on the move. So by the time I came up to the ship, when I started to roll tape here, I was nearly out of breath from the hike and the increased altitude. So I turned my camera on, and again, I felt totally unthreatened, as I had in many in my previous encounters. And the ship itself, it was not menacing, as you could see. I felt welcomed. It was as though, the 2-hour hike had just been a 5-minute walk, and I just kept walking. But I kept the camera at chest level, away from my eye as I got closer, because I was expected to be greeted. And it had been more than a few years since my last direct encounter, and I was looking forward to this opportunity to have this encounter again. And I didn't want to do anything to jeopardize the experience.